do stupid things. And the Hobson, Lenin, Luxemburg theory and Schumpeter and Polanyi makes much more sense.
For me, it is absolutely striking that economics, which is accused generally, rightly, of being intellectually imperialist. In other words, economics explains everything, how many kids you have, what you like to eat, whether you exercise, like everything, like your preferences. It explains everything. So because it has this imperialistic tendency to go into sociology, to go into any social science. And there is this incredibly important event which takes place, the World War I, which takes place in the midst of the largest globalization that has ever existed in history up to that moment, and which has not been recaptured until about year 2000. So this event happens. So why wouldn't you have economistic theory why this event has happened? But no, there is no theory. It just happens, okay, well, there is a guy who assassinated another guy in Sarajevo. That's the theory. Well, that's ridiculous. And the reason why they don't have a theory, because the only reasonable theory is precisely the one that we just mentioned. It's very hard to explain why in the peak of globalization you would have the countries that were clearly politically opposed to each other, where we believed that with globalization and mutual trade, the interests would be so strong, as was actually Norman Angel's argument, that the interest would be so strong that we would never go to war. Because we know that the war would be really bad for me and you. And it actually did happen. It was bad for me and you. And we knew that, and we still went to war.
It was Europe committing suicide.